One, two, three. What's up, guys? We are flying solo today on the Pipe Down Show. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to what should we call this? The Kyle Hour of the Pipe Down Show. Unfortunately, none of the guys can make it today. So today we're just gonna talk sports one on one, and just kind of give you my thoughts on the weekend. It is Red River Shootout weekend. I call it Shootout. We call it Triple R, Red River Rivalry, all these different things. A lot of big baseball happened. Last night, Mariners went 15 innings. That is crazy. Congratulations to them. And moving on. A lot of good NFL matchups this weekend. Of course, my Broncos. They play the Jets, the 0-5 Jets. Am I a little worried about them? We'll see. Yes. But yeah, we're flying solo today. So let's start off with the news from yesterday. So we'll start off with the MLB with baseball. Oh my God, that was a long game. That went 15 innings, tied 2-2. Manners actually went ahead and they excuse me, stupid video going on there. Mariners went ahead and they got the final hit, scored the last run. So Mariners moving on. They beat the Tigers, not the Tigers, excuse me on that. Beat the Tigers, and it's like kind of like all season. Mariners started off slow, and then at the end they got hot, passed up my Astros, kind of eliminated them from the playoffs, which is to be expected. I get it. So it all seems to suck on that, but um pretty good matchup, honestly. Good job by Detroit. This is back to back years where they've made it to the playoffs. It's been the first time in a while, I think. It's a crazy time for baseball. Some good matchups. I believe they will move on and they will play. Excuse me, guys. It is early in the morning here. It is so early in the morning. Not so early. I'm just being over dramatic a little bit. It's only like 7:20 or whatever. Um, let's see here. Playoff bracket. Excuse me, guys. How's y'all's weekend going? I hope it's going good. And I hope y'all like, share, subscribe, comment, everything that's good. Get the word out here. Come on now. Get the word out. Help our boys out. Help me out. Let's get to the top here. Okay, so we have the Mariners. They're playing the Blue Jays. We got a 1 seed going against a 2 seed. I mean, the Blue Jays, they've handled the Yankees. Aaron Judge did hit a sick home run in game 3, I believe it was. Hit sick home run in game 3 and uh, almost with momentum. And then the Blue Jays came back out and just absolutely smoked them 5-2. Mariners, Blue Jays. That's gonna be a good one right there. So move the camera over here a little bit. It's kind of stupid looking. There we go. I think that looks better. I don't know about y'all, but that's what I feel. Um, and then we have the Dodgers. They beat the Phillies. For people that did not watch the final play of the Phillies and Dodgers matchup, please go watch it. It is horrendous. If you don't know what happened or you don't care to look it up, I totally understand. I'll go ahead and explain it to you. Um, 2 outs, I believe it was the 12th, bottom of the 12th inning. I want to say somewhere in there, bottom of the 12th inning. I want to say, 2 outs. I believe, bases, second and third was there's 2 runners on second and third. And pretty much the pitcher throws a pitch, hits a ground ball. The pitcher fumbles and stumbles around on the ground ball. And then instead of throwing it to first base, like what most, I think is pretty well common knowledge, baseball players do. I mean, if you're a little league pitcher, like you throw it to first, and he threw it to home, and you could see it on live national television that the catcher's like throw it to home, and the pitcher he clearly panics, throws it wildly over the catcher's head. The catcher's not even expecting the ball to come to him. The runner scores, and then that's how the Philly season ends. A lot of free agents on that team. Kyle Schwarber will be a free agent. Ranger Suarez will be a free agent. Yeah, bad way to lose a baseball game. So bad to lose a baseball game. Yeah, it is not good. Not good. Philly sports fans had a bad week. Let me tell you this: their hockey team lost. NHL just started up. I'm getting into hockey a little bit. Little bit. It's a good sport. I'll cheer on the Dallas Stars. That's like the only team I know outside the Florida Panthers and the Blackhawks. I mean, obviously I know a couple others, but I don't really like know them or anything. If that makes sense. Let's go Dallas Stars. I'm gonna be rooting for y'all. Started watching a little bit last season. Pretty good. So NHL started up. The Flyers lose. Philadelphia Flyers. They have everyone's seen that mascot with the stupid orange Muppet looking, motherfucker thing. I don't know. But I'm gonna open up this drink right here. My throat's getting a little parched. Sorry about this, guys. Commercial break. That was way louder than expected. Excuse me. Let's move on. White Monster, the blue collar drink. Please sponsor me, Monster. Anyway, tonight we have. This is getting uploaded before college football. We're gonna start. For the newcomers that don't know, we actually gained a subscriber. We're at 32 now. We were at 31. My hair is crazy. So for the one singular new subscriber that we gained, talking to you directly, I don't know who you are, but we record the shows Saturday mornings, and I post them. I try to get them out before the start of college football, but right now, since this whole podcasting thing with a bunch of group of guys that all have families is like low-key kind of hard. Low-key very, very hard. It is what it is. So we do Saturdays pretty much. But for that new subscriber, please like, comment, share, subscribe, everything you need. Get the word out. We're a pretty good show, good group of guys. We just want to talk sports and just hang out. That's it. Just like we would at a plumber's table before you go off to your jobs for the day. Talk about the boys with the games a little bit. Actually, Josh, he is going to Lubbock for homecoming. Texas Tech got a homecoming game tonight. Jared's on a trip. Today's Jonathan's birthday. Happy birthday, Jonathan. He hasn't been on the show in a while. He's got kids. Happy birthday, Jonathan. And he just got engaged. And he got another baby on the way. So congratulations, Jonathan. What a big weekend for you, bud. Proud of you. Chris had a big weekend playing Battlefield 6. I think it came out Friday, which was yesterday. Congratulations for Chris for getting Battlefield and playing. I'm happy for him. Everyone's a big Battlefield fan. I love Battlefield too. Just don't have time to play it. My son's almost 10 months old now. So free time is out the window. But if you get up early in the morning, you have all the free time in the world. Let's get back to baseball. Anyway, so we have the Cubs and Brewers. They play tonight. Brewers started off 2-0. They've dropped the last two games. I think the Brewers will do the job. It's back in Milwaukee. Yeah, I think the Brewers are going to move on and play the Dodgers. I really, really hope. I just don't want the Dodgers near the World Series, and they're near the World Series. I don't want them winning the World Series at all. I hate the Dodgers and I hate the Yankees. I'm an Astros fan, so this season was pretty tough. Getting rid of Kyle Tucker, Bregman, all those great guys. We still have Altuve, but he's getting older, so maybe just need to come in last place for a little while. Let's go back to being the Suckstros, the assholes, the Astros, whatever. We'll just suck for a while. No big deal. Let's go ahead. Excuse me. Hold on 1 second. I don't want this. Sorry if your eardrums just exploded right there. I could probably edit that out, honestly. Um. Anyway, so let's move on. I can't get this camera right. I'm using my phone, so it is what it is. Nothing I can do. Okay, so that's baseball. Let's go Brewers. I'm just gonna root for the Brewers to win it all. All right, let's move on to college football. So we got Red River today, so let's talk a little Texas. The Texas Longhorns have struggled out the ass. If you give me 1 second, I can pull up. Let me pull up this Longhorns. Longhorns are favored today by 2.5. John Mateer may or may not play, and I think he is going to play. By the way, all the reports are coming out. Oh, that probably hurts your eardrums too. I'm sorry about that. We will get better microphones eventually. But yes, still learning how to do this thing. This is not easy. I'm telling y'all, can be, but actually, the point spread they just dropped from. It's almost a pick 'em. It's a 1.5. They're giving Texas an advantage. So number 6 Oklahoma is 5-0, and now we have an unranked Texas that is. Texas is struggling. I mean, just face the facts. Florida we went to Gainesville, Florida. Got our asses beat pretty much. O line couldn't block. D line kind of got pushed around, except for Colin Simmons. Towards the end, I thought we played a little better. I thought Arch played a little better towards the end. Man, Arch is leading the team in rushing. That is a problem, and I think it's partly offensive line, and I think it's partly running backs. CJ Baxter's hurt. Nothing new there. I love CJ, but you just gotta. No. I just want a healthy CJ Baxter, because when we had a healthy CJ Baxter after Jonathan Brooks went down, he's an NFL running back now. After Jonathan Brooks went down, in the 2023 season, he tore his ACL and then went on to the NFL. I felt like I was hoping he would have stayed one more year. Anyway, CJ came in. He was supposed to be the starter freshman. He got hurt his freshman year. CJ came in that same freshman year and took over last year before the season started. During I want to say one of the last good on good periods, he blew out his knee, unfortunately, on I think it was a non-contact injury. Last time I report, I do know they were in full pads when it happened. Pretty much just a non-contact. We lost him for the whole year, even through the playoffs. So he's not coming back, pretty much. But we had Quintrivion Wisner, who ran for over 1,000 yards in 2024, and this year, he has a grand. I don't even know. I don't think he even has like 80 yards. I mean, this offense for Texas is just ass cheeks right now. It's just not good. Obviously, we can get in the Arch too. Arch is not. I said this on the podcast before. That I just really wanted. I just want Arch to play well. Like, I didn't think it'd be this bad. Forte. I thought it would be better. Like I didn't think he would come in and throw for like 700 yards a game. Pretty much, I just didn't expect it. I you see it. It's there in some games. Like you can clearly see that he has the talent. Like it's nothing there. I think it's a mental thing. I mean, you just look at all the hype that he had coming in to all the hype he had coming into this year, all of it, all the hype he had coming in this year. It was a lot. I thought it was a lot. Quinn Ewers for the past 3 years. Quinn Ewers. Here's the thing with Quinn Ewers. I recently, I think it was last year before the 24 season. Vince Young, he still lives in the Austin area. Great dude. Vince Young Steakhouse. One day I'm gonna eat there, but that is pricey. Hopefully, when this podcast takes off, I'll be able to eat there. Let me cleanse my palate real quick. I met Vince Young at a HEB. For those who don't know, because supposedly we have a subscriber from Turkey. I read, pretty funny. Welcome all newcomers. HEB is the greatest grocery store in the world. If you ever get out of Turkey and you ever want to come to Texas, go to HEB. Plain and simple. Pretty much he was there at HEB, and I overheard some of the Arch fans talking. And I'm saying Arch fans, like I really should be saying Texas fans, but like everyone's a fan of Arch. Like I'm a fan of Arch. Like I still believe in Arch. There's like you could clearly tell, you can clearly see that Arch is here to stay. Like there's too much NIL money, there's too much hype around him and everything. But when he was named the backup to um, to Quinn, everyone was like, "Well, why is he just the backup? Why can't Quinn play, or why can't Arch play?" If Steve Sarkisian thought Arch Manning was a better quarterback, Quinn Ewers would have been playing. Like or he wouldn't have been playing. It would have been Arch Manning. Arch clearly wasn't ready then. I don't want to necessarily. He's not ready now, but he plays like he's not ready now. I mean, he doesn't play like. I mean, he just doesn't see the field. I mean, it seems like in the. Let me finish on my story here. Sorry, I get real passionate about my Longhorns, but pretty much. Oh, that was probably bad in the microphone. I just like right there, like a shotgun blast, like boom. Sorry for your earbuds, or if you're in your truck and your speakers are half damn blown out by the time the show ends. My apologies. I will not be paying for new speakers or headphones. You clicked on my video. Thank you for clicking on the video. Please share. Please get the word out. Like it. Subscribe. Love you all, my sweet pipe downers out there. Um. Anyway, so with Arch Manning, uh, had all this hype, and again, I was waiting in line to meet Vince Young. I got the autograph by Vince Young. Like he signed a jersey for me, signed a football, and like a little 8x10. So that was cool for him to do. But he overhearing the Texas fans speak about Quinn and just saying like, "Oh, Quinn's just not that great," kind of pisses me off because Quinn Ewers came here on a 5-7 record Texas team. It was historically bad. We lost to Kansas. We lost to Kansas when Kansas was bad. Not great. That was such a bad season. Then next year we went 8-4, Quinn at quarterback, and then obviously we started taking off. Clearly Quinn Ewers came here and he helped turn a culture around that was struggling real bad. Again with Texas, we just kind of got tired of going 8-4. We just kind of got tired of going top 40 in recruiting. Like, we're the University of Texas. Like, we need to get top 5 recruiting classes. We need to be competing for national championships. Like, 8-4, 9-3s are just not going to cut it then. We never even made a playoff appearance, never until 2023, the last year of the 14 playoff. So, yeah, and just hearing all the Texas fans just speak bad about Quinn. I'm a Quinn Ewers guy. I have a buddy of mine, uh, Eric, who just thought Quinn Ewers sucks and we need to put an Arch. And I even told him jokingly that I was like, "What do you want to say like about Quinn Ewers now? Like Arch playing worse." Yeah, I can you fix Arch Manning? I don't think he needs to be fixed. I just think he just needs some more confidence built up. This just may be a down year for Texas. Like, this just may be and some of the people saying fire Sarkisian or fucking idiots. They don't need fire Sarkisian. He's literally turned the culture around, top 5 recruiting classes every year and now back to back playoff appearances. We're literally in this is year 5 for him. In the 4 years he's coached at Texas and the 2 playoff appearances that we have, we are legitimately in both games that we lost. We are legitimately 3 plays away from competing for back-to-back national championships. 3 plays away. We had the one in Washington where Quinn went high and Adonai Mitchell just went low, and that ended the game. We had to come back from that. That was still a good game. Yeah, that was a good game for the casual college football watcher. Um, and then obviously last year against Ohio State, going in, go tie it 21-21, and we fumbled the football. And they take it back for 7, and that's it. We lose 28-14. I hate Ohio State too. All Ohio State's fans said we got our asses kicked. No, we didn't. We just gave y'all the win. We gave it to y'all. All right. Anyway, we'll see here. But yeah, with Arch will be fine. It's just a bad year. We're just gonna go 8-4. We'll go to a bowl game. On the Oklahoma side of things, John Mateer may play. I think he's gonna play. It just seems like the reporting is John Mateer is gonna play. Brett Venables is just acting stupid, just like, oh, I don't even know what a thumb is, or like he's just acting dumb. The Brent Venables is the head coach for Oklahoma. I expect John Mateer to play today. If he doesn't, thank God we have a chance. But if he does play, I don't think we win this game. Oklahoma's defense is just too good. It's the Red River Shootout. I mean, anything can happen in this game, honestly. I mean, it's just hard to see when you see Arch Manning as your leading rusher and you see uh like our running backs are just bad. Like they're just bad this year. Like, I'm not saying they're bad players, but I mean, you look at the Sam Houston State game with Arch, and I thought last week with Josh on the podcast, going to Florida, I thought maybe Arch coming off the bye would be like that Sam Houston State game. Like, he played phenomenal, but as Sam Houston State, I don't think they have a win yet. They may have one win this year. But he looked good, and I thought maybe that was just a confidence booster. And we get to Florida, and he shits the bed for 3 quarters. Fourth quarter, he does throw 2 picks, but he does start making some plays. But by then, too little, too late. Florida had pretty much won that ball game with that start of the 4th quarter. I didn't think we were gonna win. It sucks. I am a very passionate Longhorn and Bronco fan, so I do scream at the TV, which I need to get better at because I scream when the Broncos beat the Eagles. We actually beat the Eagles, but then again, they lost to the Giants, so I don't know how good the Eagles are. So neither here or there. Bad week for Philadelphia sports fans. The Phillies lose, and the most mind-boggling way possible for an MLB team to lose. The Eagles, they lose to the Broncos by 5 points. Okay, it's the Broncos, respectable team now. Then they get their asses beat by the Giants, 34-17 on Thursday night. Within 4 days, Eagles lose 2 games. The Flyers, they lose their opening night. My dogs are barking like crazy. Penn State, um, Penn State lost to UCLA, who did not have a single win. Sorry about that. Something happened with the camera there. Where Penn State, um, they lost to UCLA, who the week prior lost to Oregon. I mean, like, it's bad for Pennsylvania. I mean, if you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, you're pretty sure you're all right, and maybe even a Pitt fan. Like Pitt's okay. Eli Holstein got benched, so 6-7. Anyway, back on Arch. Yeah, Arch will be fine. It's just a down year for Texas. You just tell, like, we already got 2 losses. The only way we can make it to the playoff, or even have a chance to make it to the playoff, is that we have to win out. What helps us is that we have a loss to Ohio State, who is the number 1 team in the country. I mean, it's just Ohio State. There's no one doing that. And we only lost to them by 7. And then we lose to Florida. Florida is kind of getting respect. I don't know. Billy Napier's just kind of really pisses me off. But anyway, do I think Texas can win this game today? Yes, absolutely. I think Texas can win this game. Do I think... Yeah, I think Texas can win this game. Do I honestly think they're going to win today? No, I don't think we're going to beat Oklahoma today. I think it's kind of crazy how we're only 1.5 point favorites. I think we should be a dog in this game because I do think John Mateer is going to play. John Mateer is playing like a Heisman quarterback for the little thumb surgery he had. If I was a gambling man, however, with this rivalry, there's been so many times where either Texas has been unranked or Oklahoma's been unranked, and beaten the the ranked team. And I mean, like, we've had times where Oklahoma was 25, Texas was, I think there was 1 year. I'm only 23, so excuse me if I'm off. I don't know the exact year, but I remember looking at some of the history of this game. Oklahoma was ranked number 25 or 24 in the country. Texas was ranked number 4, and Oklahoma blew us out. I think it was like 35 to 10. Like, they just dominated the game. I mean, just looking at box score, just looking at the history of the game. But if John Mateer plays today, I'm not expecting us to win, and that's fine. The only things I really care about is beating OU and beating Texas A&M, Arkansas too. If you want to throw them in there, they're falling apart. But those are really 3 teams care about beating it. More importantly, though, I care about Arch playing well the rest of the year. If Arch just can't figure it out and play well, I would give him 1 more year, give him 1 more next year completely. And if it's the same thing, like no improvement, only beating up on bad teams, then we need to put in. We have a 5-star quarterback coming in, Dia Bell, but we need to keep winning and stackpiling these games, because the way how college football works now is that it doesn't matter how much NIL money you have or anything. If you suck, you suck. It doesn't matter. If you go 6-6 and you're in the top 5 recruiting class, so many of those players are gone. They're gone, expecting to be gone. Like, Texas fans are like, oh, they're already committed. They're already committed. Like, it does not matter anymore, nor should it. Yeah, simply, it just does not matter. You have to win ball games in college football to become a competent football team. You have to. Anyway, I think Texas can win this game. believe they will. Yes, but I don't know if John Mateer plays. I'm gonna say no. If he doesn't play, yes, we can win the game. If he does play, I would give us like 60-40 that we win or that we lose. 40% that we lose, or 40% that we win, 60% that we lose. Um, yeah, if I was a betting man, I'd probably take Oklahoma money line, but I would never bet on Oklahoma. Oklahoma's disgusting. I hate Oklahoma. Sorry if you're subscribed to me from Oklahoma. I don't hate you. I just hate your state, and I hate your Boomer Sooner football team. I hate all your. I just don't like Oklahoma. Plain and simple. We got Alabama, Missouri. That's gonna be a good game. That's a good test for Missouri. Um, Give me Mizzou to win that one. I want to. Hold on here for a second. The computer's acting a little slow today, guys. I'm sorry. I think Alabama is gonna win, but I would like to see Missouri win. They got Ahmad Hardy, who's playing like a Heisman favorite. Bo Prabula, he's playing outstanding. Alabama's got it turned around though. Ty Simpson, he's 13 touchdowns, one pick. Uh, yeah, they are. Alabama's good. I mean, this is a test for Missouri. This is at Missouri. If Missouri's going to be a real football team, this is the time now to do it for Missouri. Um, if Missouri wants to be really considered an elite program, especially in the SEC, you need to beat Alabama today. With that, I'm not going to spend too much more time on this game. The line's open at 5.5. It went down 2 points, so um, Vegas thinks this might be a little bit closer game than what they thought earlier in the week. I don't know if there's any new injuries for Alabama. Let's see who Missouri's beat. Missouri's beating South Carolina. They've beaten Kentucky. Alabama lost to Florida State at the beginning of the year. They beat Georgia. They beat Vanderbilt. I don't know. It's gonna be a tough game. That's gonna be a good game to watch. I want Missouri to win. I Give me Missouri to win. I'll take them seriously. If they lose today, I'm not taking them seriously anymore. Because you want to be considered a winner, then you need to win. I mean, Alabama didn't become Alabama, even though they don't have Nick Saban anymore. They didn't become Alabama losing these games. I mean, it took them 2 years to not lose these type of games. So, yeah. Okay, and then we got Ohio State, number 1 Ohio State versus number 17 Illinois. Okay, this is probably gonna be my last thing on the college football because there's really no other matchups that I'm just really interested in. Illinois, they got their asses kicked by Indiana 3 weeks ago. They lost to Indiana 63-10. It just got out of control early, and that was it. I believe they had a couple turnover. I mean, it just got out of hand way too quick, and there was just they couldn't come back. However, Illinois, they dropped all the way to like in the 20s, and they went. I can't remember. Did they go to USC? No, they didn't. USC came up. USC was ranked at the time. USC is still a pretty good football team. They're just young. USC came up. I thought USC was going to win. Illinois clearly showed they fought back and they won after getting their asses kicked 63-10. Ohio State's Ohio State. They're creaming everybody right now. That they beat Minnesota last week 42-3. Washington they handled. Texas, they want to say that they controlled the whole game, and I just see it a different light. Maybe I'm just a Texas fan, but this line opened up at 16.5 for Ohio State. It is now down to 15.5. It's only a 1 point swing. I don't know. I think I'm going to take Ohio State to win. If Illinois wins, great. Fantastic. Thank you for doing all of us a favor. Um, I just don't think they will. Ohio State's just too good. That defense is too good. Uh, hmm, bit of a yawn there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Give me Ohio State. But Illinois covers. I think 15 and a half is a little too much for Illinois. If they would have done like 9 or 10, I'd probably take Ohio State to cover. But I think Illinois can. I think Illinois can keep it close and Brett Bielema keep it close. Oh, excuse me. There's one more game that I want to talk about. Indiana at Oregon. Everyone thinks Indiana has a serious chance to win this game. I don't think so. I think Oregon is just playing unbelievable, and it's nothing against Indiana at all. I'm happy for them and everything that they're doing. I just think it's just too hard an environment to go from Indiana, fly all the way across the country to Oregon to play at Oregon in that insane environment. I think it's just a little too hard. Dante Moore, quarterback for Oregon, is just playing unbelievable. Um, Oregon coming off a bye. Indiana coming off a bye. Yeah, I think Oregon wins. I can see Indiana covering. I can see a world where Indiana does win if Oregon just doesn't take them too seriously. But I just can't. I don't see it. I can't see it. I would take Oregon to win. I don't think Oregon wins big. I think they probably win by like 10. Yeah, I think Oregon can cover. Yeah, I'll take Oregon to cover. I don't think it's a blowout by like 21 points or anything. To me, I think if you lose by 21 points, um, you got your ass kicked no matter way you look at it. So when people say double digits, so um, there's been a couple times where I see, oh, they lost by double digits and they only lost by 10 points. True, but 10 points is not really like a whole lot of points if you see what I'm saying. Now if there was a team that was up 42 to 20, not even that, like 42 to 14, and the other team scores, two garbage touchdowns, kicks a field goal. I think that's 31, and they win 42-31. Everyone watched that game knows that they got their ass kicked. They just made the score look a little cleaner than what it was. So there's games like that, of course, that are like, yeah, like obviously it was a blowout. Like in the Super Bowl, the final score is 40-22, but at the bottom of the third quarter, that game was 40-6. Like the game was over for the Chiefs. They knew it when they were down 40-6 at the third quarter. It's over. So, and they end up ripping off 2 touchdowns, and they only lose by 18 when they really lost by 34. I mean, you see what I'm saying, right? Like y'all people got brains. Like y'all can think, right? Y'all can think for yourselves. I hope so. Okay. Yeah, Oregon will win. Okay, let's go to. Yeah, there's really nothing else on this college football schedule I care about. I just want us to beat A&M, Florida. I want Florida to win, but I don't think so. A&M will probably win. Tennessee, Arkansas, that's a tricky one. I could see Arkansas winning, but I don't know. I think Tennessee is just a little too good. Texas Tech, Kansas, that's a good homecoming game, Josh. I want Kansas to win, of course. I think they can win, but Texas Tech is they're just head and shoulders above everybody else. Georgia, Auburn, the South's oldest rivalry. That game stinks. Yeah, I would not even touch that. If I was gambling on that game, I wouldn't even touch that game. I think that could be a major upset for Georgia, Auburn going in and winning. But I'll take Georgia to win just because I think Georgia is just a better program and better football team. But that game is fishy. There's something not right about that game when I look at it. I just don't see it. I got LSU, South Carolina. Give me LSU. I don't think Lenore Sellers is all that great. Um, BYU, Arizona. Arizona can win. They're 4-1. BYU number 18. I think BYU probably takes them right there. Arizona State, Utah. I'm going to take Utah to win. Arizona State's quarterback Sam Levitt is not playing, so he is out with an injury. So yeah. Oh my gosh, they're yawning. Um, yeah. So I'm not gonna worry about that game. Okay, let's move to the NFL. Um, let's see. So the Giants beat the Philadelphia Eagles. I touched on it a little bit. The Giants beat the Philadelphia Eagles 34-17. Um, Philly just golly, poor Philadelphia fans. They are probably rioting in the streets. All their sports teams lose, and the Sixers are going to suck this year too. Damn. Anyway, Jackson Dart, Cam Scattaboo, they look great. They look like Giants. Giants have some life. They're a fun football team to watch. Jackson Dart's fun to watch. He's also really good in Madden. I play with him on Madden. I took the Jacksonville Jaguars and I moved them to Austin. Became the Austin Commodores. And I did a challenge with myself. A stupid video game, right? But I just need something to do that day. I believe my wife and son were out of town that night. I needed something to do, so I just like drafted the team, and I was like, "What quarterback should I do with my first pick?" Obviously, it's a quarterback. You need a good quarterback to play anything. Um, didn't pick quarterback. I saw Jackson Dart, and I was like, "Okay, I'll just pick him later." And I picked him in like the 17th round, and now we're undefeated. So thank you, Jackson Dart. Yeah, Giants looking good. I don't know how many more games they'll win. Probably like 6. I can see me winning 6 games, saving Brian Dable's job. But yeah, Philadelphia's bad. Okay, Broncos. I believe this is a home game for the Jets. Broncos versus the Jets. London at 8:30 in the morning Central Time. Jesus Christ. Okay, my Broncos did beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Signature win. We needed a win like that versus a playoff caliber team, especially against the defending Super Bowl champs. That's a great win to have. How can we bounce? How can we not let that game overtake our mental capacity for this week's game? The Jets are 0-5. They suck. They stink. They're the worst football team in the league. Broncos are going to win. They should win. They are going to win. They need to beat these teams. You can't beat the Eagles and then the next week you lose to the 0-5 Jets in London. Like, you can't. It doesn't matter. Like, you have to beat these teams if you want to be considered top tier. Bo Nix is not playing terrible. He's playing good. Like, he's okay, but he's not playing great. The fourth quarter for the Eagles, however, bam, turned it on quick. Came back down 17-3, ended up winning the game 21-17. We won. Yeah. JK's running the football. I mean, like, the Broncos are a good fucking football team. I think we can win the West. I don't know. I don't want to say that we are going to win the West because I am a football realist. Kansas City still plays in that division, and we still have the Chargers. Chargers are kind of reeling a little bit. Their O-line is so banged up. Justin Herbert's got bad luck. But yeah, O-line's so banged up. The uh, the Chiefs are 2-3. They lost to Jacksonville on Monday night, so they've never been in this territory before. But it's like I told everybody, until that CBS banner pops up of Broncos AFC West champs, Chargers AFC West champs, Raiders AFC West champs. There's no, I'm not gonna until I see it. Like, I'm not gonna believe that any of these teams can win. I have to see it to believe it because it's been too long. The Chiefs are too good. Doesn't matter if they're 2-3. They play the Lions this week. They could very well beat the Lions. They're favored to win that game against the Lions because it is the Chiefs. Doesn't matter how good the Lions are playing right now. So, do I think the Broncos can win the West? Absolutely. I absolutely believe we can win the West. We need to pick it up. Like there's no like you have to win. Like you have to win these games if you want to be considered a good team. Anyway, I'll take the Broncos to win. I honestly believe we dominate New York. However, I think we start slow. I can see us going out first two drives. Maybe Bo may throw a pick or someone may fumble and that may hurt us. But I think the Jets are just so inadequate and they're just not. They're just kind of tapped out of it a little bit. I think they're going to start selling pieces off like Brees Hall. I'm pretty sure he's going to get traded. I like to see Brees Hall in the Texans. I think that'd be cool. I don't want to play against him in 2 weeks. By the way, I'm going to be going to Houston to watch the Broncos game. I may do a little interview stuff there, so no big deal. We're going on a little family trip to Houston. We're leaving Saturday, the day after Halloween, and then we're going leaving Saturday, get there by 3, and then I think the game is at noon that day. So yeah, we'll take care of all that. Anyway, Denver 6.5 point favorites. Over under 43.5. I'd probably take the under, and then I think we cover. Yeah, I think we can cover. I think we cover by 7. We just can't let that game get to us, of course. Um, Not really much else going around the NFL I want to talk about at the moment. Uh, Detroit at Kansas City. I am excited for that game. Obviously, I'm a Broncos fan, so I want Detroit to just put up like 150 points on the Chiefs. Put like 73. Put as many points as you can up there. And even then, Patrick Mahomes may figure out a way to score 74 points. Line, yeah, Kansas City, 2.5 point favorites. I think the Lions win. Um, I think the Chiefs need to make it to the bye week. So what I think needs to happen is they get Rashid Rice back. I think they need it. When is the Kansas City Chiefs bye? When is their bye week? I know they have a really late bye. It looks like they have a really late bye. Hold on. Okay, so they have a bye week after the Bills game. They have a bye week there. So then they have Raiders, Commanders, Bills. So the Raiders they should beat. So they'd be 3-4. Then they play the Commanders, which I think they can beat the Commanders on Monday night, but I don't know because they play Commanders, then at Bills, bye, and then they play at the Broncos. I would really like for us to beat them Christmas Day or Christmas night when we play them, but I think we're gonna beat them November 16th, and then after that we're probably gonna lose to them on Christmas night, and it's just gonna ruin my Christmas. It's not gonna ruin my Christmas, but now the 3 hours that I watch that Christmas night game is gonna ruin it. I tell you that much. But yeah, it's crazy. We're already in October, guys. The football season is a quarter of the way over, and it feels like we just got started. Take advantage of these Sundays and Saturdays. Go. These days are sacred to the core. That was good. Anyway, not really much else going on in the NFL. Yeah, I think Kansas City just needs to make it to the bye and they can regroup, and I can see them pulling out. They probably go to the bye 4-5, I can tell, and maybe after that they start ripping off wins. I hope not. I hope that we beat them. I don't know. That Chiefs schedule is tough. if they keep playing the way they're playing, I mean, it's not going to be good. But anyway, yeah. So my Broncos, for all of the Bronco fans out there, we need consistent play. Ben Powers, our starting left guard, he's out till December with a bicep injury, so that's kind of a big loss there. Hopefully, Alex Palczewski can go in and overtake that. Guard position, I believe he's going to be starting guard for us from time being on. We also have another. I can't think of his name. Another offensive lineman, seventh man offensive line that can probably go in and play. But yeah, Ben Powers, bit of a loss. He's been playing a lot better than he did last year, so I don't. It's a contract year for him. I don't know if he plays again with us next year. He's a starting quality guard. I don't know if you pay him a bunch of money, but maybe we'll see. Maybe Sean Payton maybe will want to get a guard in the draft. Because our offensive line is getting a little older. Garrett Bowles is 32. Uh, is he 32? Yeah, I think he's 32. So he's going to be 33 by the end of this year. We probably need to start investing in offensive line a little more when the draft comes around after we win the Super Bowl. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Cowboys. Let's talk Cowboys for a little bit for all my little butt loving Cowboy fans out there. What are my opinions on the Cowboys? They have the number one scoring offense in the league. And then they have probably single handedly the worst defense in the league. Their defense is so bad. It's not good. Their defense is horrendous. Maybe they can get better, but oh my God, these 5 weeks that they played is terrible. And they're at Carolina, and Carolina's good at home. Honestly, I think Cowboys can make the playoffs. I mean, I was wrong about them. Dak's playing at an MVP level. Will he win MVP? I don't know. He's got to stay healthy. My guy Javonte Williams didn't work out in Denver after the knee injury. It sucks, but I'm happy that he's running so well. He does come back to Denver. Believe we'll probably be live streaming the Broncos and Cowboys game. We play once every 4 years. They haven't beaten the Broncos since the 90s, I think. Um, yeah, that's the last time they've beaten the Broncos was the 90s. But I don't know. We'll see because that defense is horrendously bad. It is so terrible. But the offense is like top tier good. Like the offense is superior to other offenses around the league. I mean, they just like Dak's on fire this year. Devontae's running the football well. CeeDee Lamb's hurt. I think he comes back versus the Commanders is what they're looking at. George Pickens is playing amazing. Yeah, I think Cowboys are playing well. I think they can make the playoffs. It's just what does the rest of the NFC look like? The NFC is not really a crapshoot. It is a hard. It's hard. The NFC is a little bit tougher. The AFC is having a bit of a down year due to Kansas City and all that, and the Ravens. The Ravens are pretty bad. Lamar's hurt. Their whole defense is hurt on the Ravens, so I'm not really expecting them to do much. I think they're gonna go. I think they're gonna start off 1-5. I think the Ravens lose, but yeah, I just don't see. I do not see the Ravens making it to the playoffs. Obviously, Joe Burrow's out for till December, but the Bengals are just that bad, so he's not coming back. I don't believe he'll be coming back. And then the Browns are the Browns. No need to talk about them there. Sorry to a Browns fan out there if it's subscribed to me, but y'all suck. And y'all traded Joe Flacco to the Bengals, and Joe Flacco did beat the Green Bay Packers while he was a starting quarterback for the Browns in week 3. And Joe Flacco can easily beat the Packers again, now starting quarterback for the Bengals. hilarious. That'd be pretty funny. I think one other quarterback done that before. Jack Kemp was his name. That's an elite class right there. I think Jack Kemp was also a running mate with someone. Um, I think maybe for president. Probably. Yeah, I think maybe so. I think Jack. That sounds familiar. I think he might be a political figure. Honestly, Jack Kemp. Um, we'll probably wrap it up here pretty soon. Yeah, not a lot of marquee games. I got a couple teams on a bye this week. Let's just go through the NFL schedule for. Hold on, computer's acting slow. Yeah, guys, take this time to like, comment, share, subscribe. Just do it. Get the word out. I'd really appreciate if y'all did. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's pick these games and let's get out of here. Denver at New York. I think Denver wins the game. It's in London, 8:30 in the morning. So actually right after I get out of church. So cool. I will be able to watch that whole game. Um, Broncos 6.5. I think Broncos win and Broncos cover. We'll move on. Arizona at Indianapolis. The Colts are on fire. Arizona's dumb running back, Amari DiMercado, which I actually think he scored. I think DiMercado actually scored on that play. I don't think he fumbled. I mean, it's too close to tell. We have Arizona at the Colts. I think the Colts win and they win big. Arizona's not playing well right now. Los Angeles Chargers at Miami. Miami sucks. Give me the Chargers to win and cover. I have a lot of covers this week. New England at New Orleans Saints. Saints could win that game. New England beat the Bills and they're riding high. If the Patriots lose this game, if we go back to reality, if they beat the Saints, they're a for real team. Saints are bad, but good teams supposed to beat bad teams. If you're a good team, you do not lose to bad teams. You have to beat those teams. The teams you're supposed to beat them. Don't let them hang around or anything. The teams that you were supposed to beat them. That's how we really know if you're a good team or not. Not about you just beating other good teams because anything can happen on Sunday. But if you take care of the teams that you're supposed to beat, you're a good team. So give me the Patriots. Cleveland at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh next. Dallas at Carolina. I think Dallas is going to win that game. Carolina's like really good. Carolina's like really really good on the road. Or Carolina's really good at home, but I think Dallas wins. Seattle at Jacksonville. Give me the Seahawks. No, actually, give me Jacksonville. No, Seattle. Yeah, Seattle wins outright. Los Angeles at Baltimore. Baltimore sucks. Give me the Rams. Tennessee at Vegas. That's a boring game. Vegas wins. Green Bay at Cincinnati or Cincinnati at Green Bay. Packers 14.5. I think Bengals cover. But Bengals cover. Green Bay wins by like 8 points. San Francisco at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay wins. That's gonna be a good game, and obviously Detroit at Kansas City. Give me give me Detroit. Detroit wins outright. So yeah, that is today's show. Thank you all for listening in to the Kyle Hour of the Pipe Down. Help us get the word out there. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Still working on Instagram and TikTok. Got kids, so a little bit trying to figure that out by yourselves. But yeah, thank y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Really appreciate all the support that our subscribers get, that give us. Thank y'all. So like, comment, share, subscribe, do everything you can, get the word out, and see ya. Hook 'em, baby. Hook 'em.